Donnie, it's awful hot today.
Sure is.
Folks, we've been having people ask about the CNC project. Here's the deal. We ordered a motor. I'm trying to build it out of stuff that's not Chinese, okay? So we ordered a motor, but we couldn't figure out how to set it up in Mach 3. We didn't have it quite right. Basically, it was moving way too slow. We think we finally figured it out. How long has it been, Donnie? Months, probably. We stay busy, folks. We got a lot of projects we work on at the same time, right? So here's what happened. And by the way, the electronics over there still need a lot of work, but here's what happened. We got it all set up. We set up a whole program here in Mach 3 for you Mach 3 guys and girls. Here's the problem that I had. I would go and set the port. I set up the port. I set up the steps. All of that. We're running a Gecko G201 driver. We have one motor, one driver, because we wanted to make sure it worked before we ordered the other stuff, okay? But whenever we got it all set up, and we did a video of all of this. If you didn't see the video, go back and watch it or you'll be confused unless you have a great memory. Because I don't have a great memory, and me and Donnie can't remember where in the world we were, okay? But we finally figured it out. It took me...
I can. Remember, these shirts, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Donnie's got one of our shirts on.
Look at that.
It's broke.
It's broke.
If you want one, email Joe.
Email.
Okay, but anyway, we got it all hooked up, and it would move, but it wasn't moving far enough and all that. We couldn't figure it out. And I've been messing with it for about 2 hours today. And I finally figured it out. One simple little setting. Whenever you set it up, you come up here to configuration, and the very first freaking configuration is select native units. It was still set on millimeter. So the native units was millimeter. We were telling it to move 1 millimeter, and then we would tell it, but we thought we were telling it to move 1 inch. So at one point it was moving halfway across the table, which it thought was 1 millimeter. And then it's all screwed up. And so then I thought maybe it was the micro stepping, because the Gecko drive is a 10 micro step drive. But I think we got it. So here's what we're going to do. We have loaded up a file that we use to cut a machine, okay? And Donnie runs this thing fast as crap on this table. So we're going to use, oh, you know what? This might not work.
What?
I don't remember if the G code is specific to the table or not. You know, I don't think it is. Oh no, the G code is specific to Mach 3. So we're cool. Okay, yeah, all right. So we're going to run a G code that's supposed to cut out an arcade cabinet. But keep in mind, we don't have a spindle mounted, so it's not going to cut anything. We don't have a Z-axis mounted, so it's not going to cut anything. It's not going to move up and down. And we don't have an X-axis mounted, so it's not going to move anywhere. But then we started thinking, well, if we run a 4x8 sheet G code, all it's going to do is run the Y up and down the table like it should. And so we're trying to get, Donnie's a salesman. We're just trying to see if it's going to run at full speed.
Yeah.
Because Donnie wants to jackrabbit it.
I need it to run at 300 inches.
Now, he keeps overrunning the feed rate, people. You know, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to leave it at 100%. Donnie overrides it sometimes to 270%.
Got to make it do what it do.
You're not supposed to do that, Donnie. That's dangerous.
It ain't dangerous.
All right. You want to start over here, or you want to be over there whenever I start it?
I think you be over there. I'll start over here because
Okay.
I'm quicker at killing.
So we got a program that's going to try to cut a whole bunch of crap. We don't have an e-stop hooked up yet. We just got the reset button over there. So it may crash. If it does, we'll get it on video. But all we can do is Y-axis. All right, Donnie, go for it. We've zeroed it. What's your speed?
This is 135.
That's probably right.
No. This is 30.
30. Oh, because it's jogging.
135. But I got it over at 160%.
It says 135. See, I don't have a G code that even tries to run really fast. I guess I could make one. Maybe that's what we do.
Well, it's drilling right now. Give it a second. When it gets down here where it thinks it's rolling, I'll let you know.
I'm going to make a quick G code.
Right there, it thinks it's 240 inches.
I don't think that's 100. Well,
This is 126, 25, 24, 24.
whoa, whoa. What did it do? We didn't have it zeroed out? Where does it say it is on the screen?
Says it's -3.
Why would it be at -3? What in the world? Why would it go to -3? Where is it at?
It's right here. It's coming back. It just got through drilling. It's coming over here to run this line, I believe.
No, look, all that's off the table. How did that happen? We didn't have it zeroed, I guess. I thought we did. Look, all this stuff it's trying to cut
Off the table.
off the table. Why would it be doing that?
I have no clue.
Oh, that should have moved it up to the middle. Mm-hmm. Look, people have asked us to run a new video, okay? So here you go. Okay, so that is clearly, you know.
That's got we got the zero of this.
Well, we are zeroed, aren't we? We're pretty much buried right now. Oh, you got to click out of this. How do we do that? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so it thinks you're at 0 right now. Let's go back over there. Good thing I didn't try the 600 inches per minute. We crashed the crap out of that. All right, go for it. So it has a little, it comes out and it drills a little hole. And so now it's cutting.
121 is how they get up to this level.
It's stalling out. That's what's going on. Does it think it's 4 feet in? 14 inches in? What is it? Oh, it's cutting one of those little boards? It's not cutting that big bottom piece that's up above it?
It should be doing all the drilling right now.
Okay.
Place is 26 inches in, 30 inches in, 32 inches in, 35 inches in, 37 inches in, 39, 40, 42, 43.
And now it's coming back. That's right, ain't it? That's correct. So we may have, whenever we were doing our test a minute ago, we may have just not had it zeroed properly. So if you didn't see the previous videos, we've got this CNC machine that we've been using to cut cabinets and stuff with. It's a ZenBot. But we're trying to get something a little more heavy duty. So this is a used machine. We have no clue who made it. But we found a clue today. Look at this. We found this bag that came with it that says Camtech hold down nuts and bolts. So maybe Camtech was the company that made it. So we're going to look that up.
Is it pulling that wire off? Let it stop.
With this wire out? No, that's fine. Of course, we've just got everything laying out here. It's not how it's supposed to be. It's moving smooth, I'll give it that. But you can't really tell from one motor, really. So I'm going to make a little quick G code that just flies that sucker. Boy, I about said the wrong word. That flies that sucker back and forth at like 600 inches a minute just to make it dangerous. But I'll make a couple of them. I'll make one that just moves at 2 feet. And then we just need to do some speed test stuff.
120 miles.
But that's because that's how the G code is.
It says at 150, it won't get there.
Well, it won't get to 150. So it needs to be tuned.
Yeah, it's calling for 150 right now. It's at 120.4.
We're going to crash.
46.
Is that a jog?
Yeah, it says it's 153 there, 154. But it's only calling
Yeah. All right, kill it. I think we got problems. I don't know, Donnie.
Motor hot.
The motor's hot, buddy. It doesn't like something. We're overrunning something. We're running.
That's about what it was earlier.
Oh, let's check the power cord. We never even thought about that. No, we're good. Let's show everybody our power supply.
This here, it's cold here.
Yeah, well, it's got that fan on it, I think. So here's what we've got laid out. Ethernet smooth stepper, breakout board, which is a C11G breakout board. Of course, we got all of our power over here. Here's our power supply. This sucker is hefty. Hold this up, Donnie. Yeah, and you know we're running like crazy amount of amperage through it, like 8 amps or something. And a little gecko drive, which is not hot at all. Maybe we're over. Maybe that motor can't handle it.
That's why we didn't buy 3 of them.
Yeah, that's why I bought one. Okay, I've got the spec sheet on the motor. Maybe we can figure it out by looking at that. All right. So I bought an Oriental motor. The main reason I bought it, they have, good reviews, and it's made in Japan. So I'm trying not to use Chinese motors, period. But I can't afford servos. So let's see if this isn't even going to tell us anything about this motor. We had the spec sheet all figured out, didn't we? Didn't we have that all figured out? Like I said, it's been a while since we ran this stuff. So here's our power supply. I don't remember. I think it's 8. I'm telling you numbers that I'm not sure of. Let's see if there's anything else in. No. Here's our part number, model number. PKP 296D63AA. That's what we got. Like I said, folks, we don't really know what we're doing. We're trying to figure it out, though. All right, folks, I've created a G-code. It's going to try to run 200 inches per minute first. This is going to go down and back, down and back, down and back.
Ready?
Are you sure you're zeroed?
Yep.
This may crash, people. We'll see. All right, go for it. Okay. We might have some velocity problems. It should be running at 200. We'll see if it stops at the end there.
41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 6, 46, 9.
46.9. Yeah, you might be about to crash. Because I think I just made it 47 inches long. We'll see. That's why you run it at 200 first. It's only at 120 though?
120. It bounces between 119.7 and 120.4.
All right, so stop it. Go back to home.
So,
If you hit home, it should go back. Well, yeah, if you zeroed it. Can I load the 400 one? It stopped. Of course, we've got it zeroed way off the table, but we're just messing around, folks. We're trying to learn here.
Okay, here we go.
All right. 400. Same speed.
120.
I wonder if we have the motor set where that's the max that it will go. In the settings. Yeah, it did have a setting for that, didn't it? Let's check that out. Stop it, Donnie. All right, so we're in the motor tuning, and it's got it hard limited at 120. Yeah. So here's our Y, which is all we have right now. And the steps per, we figured out by using Mach 3's little, they've got a little gimmick where you press a button and tell it how far you move, tell it you want it to move 1 foot or 12 inches. And then it tries to move 12 inches and then it says, how far did you move? And if you tell it 10 inches, it does all the math and figures it out. And so that's what it figured out. I will say that right there, 4233.33333, is what it about always is on the ZenBot too.
Okay.
So the math must work out pretty similar on a lot of these motors. Okay, but it's hard limited at 120 inches. So we're going to change this to, just because we're testing, we're just going to change it to 300 for now, okay? Whoo, Lordy. We were in the middle of something. Okay, so it did sound like it was moving faster. Stop the code. Hit stop code. And then move us back home. And let's see from there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this wire is going to be an issue. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the wire up here. Ooh. Ooh, me likey.
That's 400.
Okay, get it home. You're jogging at 400? I just set it where it'll only do 300. Because you got it overridden, don't you? He's got it overrode probably.
I could be off.
Okay, go ahead and zero it.
Trying to get there, buddy. Trying to get
That's fine. Just, hey, look, you don't want to go any farther.
there. I'm still. I haven't hit off.
That's zero. No, you're not.
Right there. Now, hey, you want me to go back and load the 200 or we want to run this 400?
Do the 200, because I only set it at 300, right?
Load, you go. Oh. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yep. Much better. That explains why it was choking out when you was overriding it, because I had it where it won't go more than 120. That's about 200.
It says it's running 199 to 300.
That's the jog back. Oh yeah. All right, Donnie.
I think coming back is running 300.
Yeah, because it's jogging.
299 to 200. I mean 199 to 206. It's at 301 now.
It's jogging at 300 inches. Uh-huh.
Well, you got to bump me up. It's about 400.
All right. Go ahead and stop the code. Hit stop code. Okay, now hit home.
Go to 0.
Yeah, go to 0. All right. We got to bump it up a little bit, folks. So I put it at 300, so it's jogging at like maximum.
It's jogging maxed out.
He is at 100%. Okay, so let's configure it. Motor tuning. I'm just going to put it at 400, man. We don't need to be running any faster than that on something we don't even know. And of course, we have no clue if it'll cut at that speed. All right, so we're at 400. Load your 400 test. Some of our people that watch our videos are not going to like this at all. Some people are into CNCs, and they're not going to like it at all either because we're not doing it right. But yeah, I'm ready.
Go, 400 it is. That's what we need.
Whoo, listen to her purr.
If it's got any holding power.
You damn right it's got some holding power on it. Yeah, that's going to cut like hell. You know, wood is actually easy to cut. Unless you're really deep. I mean, we're not using this for metal. We're using it for literally OSB.
I think it's got it.
Okay, stop it. And then we're going to swap. And I'm going to have you come over here and try to resist it. And you tell me what you think. Hit home. Now, Donnie, you know, he's my tech here. He's the one that runs the machine. Well, we got that thing Z'd right. It's awful close to crashing. That's not where, I'm not Z'd, zeroed. We call it Z'd because usually whenever we do it, it's real easy to set the X and the Y, but you have to go out and put the plate under it to get the touch plate for the Z. Okay, Donnie, so I'm gonna run it. And when it comes back, you try to resist it a little bit. Now, there's a gear there. You get your fingers in that gear. It might be all she wrote.
Don't throw it over there on the ground.
Your finger?
No, don't push it off the cliff.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And also the CNC is on wheels. Look, folks, we know it's not supposed to be on wheels, okay? We bought it and the guy had done that. This is testing. We're just testing, okay? All right, so here we go.
Here we go.
How do we go back to the start?
Oh, you gotta hit reset.
Reset. Stop. No, how do you go back to the start?
You gotta reload the G code.
Nope.
You're going to zero that thing now.
That did not work. We need to close the G code.
I said go back. Read.
Okay. All right.
You gotta go to 0.
All right. Okay. And our ECRX.
Let's ride, Clyde.
Okie dokie.
On top of it. Come here.
Don't touch the damn gear, Donnie. You're gonna get messed up.
Ain't pulling pretty damn good.
Okay, try to resist it when it comes back. The front.
I can't.
You can't stop it?
No.
Okay, like actually try to. Don't grab the motor, you'll break it.
That's why I was just thinking.
Just push on the side of it as it's coming towards you as hard as you can.
I did.
Okay. Yeah, that's what happened to me. I moved the whole beam.
Yeah, I can't stop.
Okay, cool. We're doing pretty good. All right, we need to move that line so that it doesn't catch. And then we're going to try 600 just to see, folks, if it'll move at 600, okay? All right, folks, I have upped it to 600. Donnie is loading the file. Now, you know, you've got a little bit of, we're not going to run it this fast. We're just testing it. It did so good at 400, though. I think we're good. By the way, this motor isn't doing anything. This is just a Z that's on there. But the, you know, you've only got 4 feet. So 600 inches a minute, it's got to accelerate and decelerate. All right, go for it. This is 600.
We're going.
You see the deceleration that it's got to do. Now we could tune it better with the accelerate and decelerate and all of that, you know, but we're just not knowledgeable enough to know how we need to do it. Donnie, I think we have determined that this setup will work.
Yeah, I can't override the 600.
Yeah, it's because I got you at max 600. If I went in and set the tuning at like 1500, you could override it, but I don't want to. The hell with that. The table's not big enough. I mean, you got to think, how fast do you really want to go? And again, there's no load on it, but and we don't know about accuracy, you know.
All we need is about 50 wires in there.
Okay, it got down.
All we need.
Ooh, that motor's hot as hell, but that, you know, that's what they
All
do.
we really need is about.
The wire's fine. So whenever you touch the wire, you can feel the heat a little bit. But I mean, I can hold it. It's 90 degrees, what it feels like, something like that. Now the motor is hot. That damn motor, that's 120, 130 degrees.
But it says working range right here is something stupid.
Well, I don't know if the,
Heat range 140.
but that's ambient temperature. That's like what the room can be.
Well,
It's a good, you're making a good point. He's saying if it's 140 outside, it'll still work.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, no, it's storage. It's not working. That's storage. I don't know, folks. They run hot, you know.
That's why they got coolers on some of them.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to show you what we're... so it's a G201 Gecko drive. And that amp... not amp. The power supply is beefy, too. I mean, it's... I don't have the paperwork for it.
Right on top of it.
Yeah, but it don't say. It just tells you how to hook it up. It's like 80 volts or something, and it's 8 amps or something like that. So I mean, it's pushing the edge of what that Gecko drive can do. I wonder if the motor says what it can run at.
Look right here. Somebody crashed it.
Oh yeah, they've crashed it over and over again. Yeah, you crashed it. I saw you crash it, Donnie. Now on a motor, I think it can run at different. I mean, running a motor at 80 volts isn't a problem.
I want to run one at 120.
Yeah. Okay, it doesn't say anything about it. All right, so I think that's what we've got for you today, folks. What do you think, Donnie?
I think, y'all, we got it where we can start to then buy the other parts to finish it up. Y'all need to go check out these shirts too while I'm thinking about it. And if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up for filming. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already, and we'll catch you on the next one.